last week on the Glass Cannon Podcast.
Should Asta fail her recovery save, the fire damage will kill her. It is now Zephyr's turn.
First action, run up to Asta, drag her out of the 20-foot range.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need a death roll from Sydney.
7. Back to dying 2.
God. Do you see it? Do you see a scenario of how this could end, this fight? I see it.
The last
It
one
is
second.
your turn.
Of course it was going to be Kate. Of course.
Schwamp, schwamp, schwamp. Titan swing, 25 to hit.
And you killed it. All right, this is very, very important here, though. Asta is dying too. A natural 1 and you're permanently dead. Oh my God.
Oh, come on.
All of our characters have died this way. This is exactly how all our
Yeah.
characters have done. It is an act of service we do. This mission, we cannot give up. Not yet, Brother Amius. Can you navigate us back?
I'll try. The wolf howls start up as you carry Asta's body into the camp. You see Hubert. Is everything all right?
No, Hubert.
Mark, you all share or cursed.
The adventure continues now.
Folks, all I want for Christmas is you, and all Sydney wants is a character that lives more than 15 episodes.
Oh my
Please, I'll do anything.
I'll do anything.
What does your shirt say?
It says, don't bother.
Does that mean like don't bother me or just don't
like,
bother?
don't bother. Like when stuff is hard, you do like having a hard time, don't bother. It doesn't matter. It all comes crumbling like ash in your hands.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough.
Tried to make you all happy out there, and look what it brought me.
I think it made a lot of people happy.
Sadness.
Characters that were people that were tired of your character.
Lord!
All those Asta haters out there.
Joe.
You know, wow, this was sitting, I was so sad when I left the studio. This was sitting on a 1. I need
It was
to.
still there sitting on 1.
Little
That
tombstone.
back is so sad.
Yeah, if a die kills a character, it really should be like
Putting it in
you start a
jail.
graveyard of dice.
I should have put it in jail.
It needs something worse than
I
jail.
think what I do, like with my what I've started doing is like I will retire the die and I'll like write like the character's name, date of death, like on it.
Oh.
Boom, never use it again.
That's a really nice, that's like
fun.
a nice in memoriam.
I like that.
I was going to say, you know what sucks though? It's like, I did it again.
Yeah.
I did it. It could have been the smoky ash.
Same thing.
Same way the fight
Again.
was over.
The fight was, I was replaying it in my mind and it's like, there's nothing I could have done. I simply rolled the die.
All you could have done is just not roll that number.
Not rolled
one.
that.
one number.
One.
Yeah.
Literally.
I said it.
Straight.
I was like, does anybody else see how this may end? I don't know if anybody picked up on it, but in my eyes, I knew that the cat had 2 hit points left. I knew 1 hit takes it out, but there were so many people that had to roll these dying rolls. I saw it happening. You're going to kill this cat, and somebody's going to
It
die.
had 2 hit points left.
2 hit points left.
So I rolled on my Force Barrage. I rolled a 2 and a 2 on 2d4.
Yeah, you
So
did
I
6
rolled-
points of damage. It had 8 hit points.
So if I had done
4 and a 4.
2 more.
Or 3 and a 3.
3 and a 3,
3 and a 3. Or 4 and
or
a
2 and a 4,
4 and a 2, yeah.
So it's your fault.
I accept the blame.
But you know what? I Matthew, thank you. I take the blame back because Kate spent her actions to pull me out of the stupid fire stuff. I rolled fine, went up to dying 1.
Yep.
Rolled bad, went back to dying 2. I just can't believe. I can't believe it. But it happened. It's real.
It happened, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, like Francis was saying, it's just like, if I had watched it happen in front of my eyes, I would not believe that this wasn't a scripted event.
I wish like you watched it, Skid, and you just like nudged the table, like hit the table.
I did the other time.
That's true. Yeah.
The pen wasn't out.
That's the thing.
Now
and
it's
now I
Skid's
blame
fault.
Skid.
That was my fault.
Don't
Never
bother.
again.
Don't bother.
Stop, don't bother.
Did this ruin your Christmas?
No, because I think it's a Christmas miracle for all of us when you meet my new character.
Oh, I didn't think we were going to do that. I thought we were just hanging out.
We can just hang out too.
Okay. I said no to Hubert.
That's the Christmas failure. That is a sad Christmas for everybody out there. So no Merry Christmas, no Happy Hanukkah. He said no to Hubert.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Oh, it's the greatest gift I've ever been given.
Is it because I did a bad job on my audition for Hubert?
Didn't help. Didn't help. You know what's so funny is we recorded that in studio. And you were still alive.
Yeah.
We were just goofing because I don't know if I said to you yet or not. I was like, just so you know, if anything happens, you're not playing Hubert. And you're like, what? And I'm like, I decided that the minute you brought it up. But you did that as a joke, just for social media content, and you were very much alive,
joking,
with no thought of you dying.
We had not encountered the cat.
It wasn't like that's just so funny that went out, and
here we are.
Died, yeah.
Can I make a pitch to the table that might contradict my earlier position?
Oh,
wait, on what?
Maybe we should let Sydney play Hubert, given her track record.
Just this isn't. I can't believe I'm going to do this.
But listen,
I'll let you keep speaking.
Given Sydney's track record with PCs,
I'm 2 for 2.
That's true.
It's the surest
Troy's
way.
NPCs never die.
And she'd only be first level.
It's the surest way to eliminate any character.
Yeah, it's the easiest way, short of actual murder,
Is to give them to me.
This basically is murder.
Wait,
Basically,
It's manslaughter at least.
I feel so
just
bad
letting
for
him-
your new
are
character.
we equal? How am I getting up to you guys?
What?
I've
You mean
got
in lifetime?
Ave, Asta,
Oh.
Lucky. Is there one more? No,
I don't think so.
I don't think. No, I thought I had one more.
Any of the Get in the Trunk characters? Oh, spoilers.
No, not yet.
Spoilers abound.
Not yet. I don't know. We're pretty worried about everybody.
Three campaign deaths, what, 63, 64 eps in? I don't know what ep we're on. That's pretty good.
All of which happened on death saves.
All which happened on
Except
critical
for-
failure
except-
on dying too.
Except for Ave. Ave Maria got turned to stone and shattered. And that was not her fault.
That's right.
2 episodes into her introduction.
Barely alive.
Oh, that's amazing.
I just want to play her again in an alternate universe.
Just brutal. I said last week after we went off the air, for Asta to survive that gauntlet between worlds, 7 episodes in a row, multiple combats, survive that, level up. And then this is supposed to be the encounter. Usually the first encounter after level up is like, hey, let's show off our new abilities. Just get stomped on the fumble. Like everything went wrong for you. Everything went wrong. So many natural ones.
Yeah. Literally so many natural ones. It was crazy. Statistically felt insane.
Have all the bottle caps you want. Can't bottle cap away.
Well,
Multiple
I didn't
ones.
have it. I didn't have it.
We could have bottle capped that all away, but
And then you told us that we wouldn't have even fought that thing if Brother Amius doesn't fail the survival check.
It's possible.
And so that was a natural 2.
So it's your fault.
Yeah. So it does all start here with Ramius and a natural 2.
And that's what everyone's
Led into
thinking too.
that.
Like, you should have died. You should have been the one, not Asta.
Sorry, that's what everyone is thinking.
Yeah. They just didn't want to say it.
Oh, wow.
They didn't want to say it, but they still are, I guess.
I didn't want to say it.
They told
they
me.
really
Just
hadn't had
I'm
a
just
thought.
imagining you saying that
They told me not to say it.
on the stand in a court of law.
But Sydney's your friend.
That's what everyone was thinking.
Sydney's your friend, so she'll tell you to your face.
Writing it down, like, noted, that's
Yeah.
good evidence for the record.
Court stenographer types it. No,
No one objects.
Objection.
all the lawyers at the bench.
We're
was
only
just-
talking in facts here. That's what everyone was thinking. Cindy knows.
Brutal. I mean, it's interesting to see how this could shake the foundations of the party because, Zephyr, you're going into your backstory. You lost this boy that you were close to. You lost Lucky. It was the first time that maybe you had opened yourself up to any sort of close friendship or anything since this point. Lose Lucky. Now you're standing over the body of your new friend who, first episode we introduce Asta, not into Asta. You're distancing yourself. Now you've unstoppered the potion and you're standing over the body.
Again, the same thing.
Yeah, she gave me a gift like right before it happened. And yeah, that's like awful.
Don't give anyone any more gifts.
She's still lucky. She's lucky for a month.
You know what? Every time you give someone a gift, you go down.
Don't give gifts during Christmas.
Don't give gifts.
It's like oranges in Godfather.
Christmas.
That's right. Once you see an orange, you know somebody's going down.
Sad. I do, there is a part of me though that's like, you can't write this shit. Like the fact that she went down to a cat and Lucky went down
That's
to the fox.
amazing.
I still think
That's like Lincoln and Kennedy similarities.
Yeah.
it's
Kennedy
just,
had a secretary named Lincoln. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy.
One ran from a theater to a bookstore, the other one from a bookstore to a theater. Yeah. Google it.
Google it.
The punchline of that is not great.
Because they died. People died.
Right, people died.
Weren't both their vice presidents Johnson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both had
Oh.
Southern vice presidents named Johnson.
Wow.
Crazy. I mean, it is the name Johnson.
Sure.
I guess it's not that crazy.
That one's not that
So your cat was killed by a fox, and your fox was killed by a cat.
I think
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Like how?
No,
A
and
random encounter, like,
no
like
more animals.
Kennedy was, Lincoln was shot in Ford's Theater. Kennedy was shot in a Ford Lincoln. That's true.
It's true story.
That's one of the things. It's the same
There's
fucking
like 40
thing.
different similarities
It
that are
is.
very
It's like,
eerie.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And her name was Lucky. Asta gave you this stupid token
lucky
called
gift.
Lucky
The lucky
Month.
ritual. As
Kept
soon as
saying
you
the
did
lucky
the lucky
ritual.
month ritual,
I was like,
it was definitely a lucky month for Asta.
Yeah.
You gave all your luck to Zephyr and then died. Intense. What a way.
Well, how are you feeling?
Yeah, how you feeling?
You feel like,
feel like don't bothering?
are you excited about your new character?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's the fun. That is it's like moving. The moving part sucks, but you're excited to like refill a new space,
Unpack. Yeah.
and discover somebody new. Like I make this character and I think they're one thing, and then they start interacting with the party, and like maybe they morph a little bit over the next few episodes if they live. Troy.
They won't.
We're clearly in an unbelievably deadly place.
Well, that's the only hard part. Is I asked Troy off air. I was like, okay. This is a very particular AP where you can't just bring in a random person off the street.
Well, in a way you can, because like with the gates,
Well,
really you kind
that's
of
true.
could.
That's true. I guess Barnes did kind of come in that way.
Yeah. so-
But it has to be connected to the Gatewalkers thing. So
Right.
we were like kind of talking about it, which makes it a little harder. It can't just be like an adventurer. They have to be invested because we're
You'll
in
get
such
more mileage out of it, I think.
Yeah, and it's so dire right now. So they have to be invested to go along with this like crazy, kill a god scheme.
Well, it's sort of like Strange Aeons, a similar kind of thing happened where Matthew's character and my character are the only ones with any like actual ties to the original event.
Yeah.
Joe's character. I have my other glasses on. I can't
We
see.
both have beards.
But no, it's the same kind of thing where it's just like you did want that anchor, but not every character necessarily has to have that same anchor.
Yeah.
As long as it exists in the party and they can, assimilate with everyone else.
This is a unique AP in which you could be someone random, but I feel like the payoff is going to be so much juicier if you stay within it. But we'll see what choice you made.
Yeah, the AP is a brilliant design for that, though. There's literally no limit to how many Gatewalkers there are or could be, and no one knows. So like, when what you're dealing with Strange Aeons, it's like there's really only so many people that could be specifically working for this one guy and have this specific thing happen. The way the Gatewalkers thing is written is like you could be from anywhere in the world, any age, any experience level, and you could now be anywhere because of the gate. So
it's like background players in Lost.
Yes.
Just grab one here. This guy's from Thailand. He's a zoologist. There you go.
That's awesome.
Wow, how great that we happen to have a zoologist.
Yeah, it's funny. We haven't seen you yet, but here you are.
Well, it's interesting. You gave me an idea of what you wanted to play, and I said, all right.
Oh, no.
So let's find out who this character is.
Oh, no.
Right after this quick break.
Shit.
Folks, we're back. I hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday season. For those who celebrate Christmas, I hope you're as fucking jazzed as I am right now. Having the best time. I want to shout out our Christmas sponsors, Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and of course, Norse Foundry, who has been good to some, not so good for others.
Can I shout out the old Foundry VTT for a moment? It's a small thing, but in this most recent encounter that we had over the last few weeks, there was the combination of the bless and the cloud thing that the creature went into and everything. We just have never had that. We've never had that ability to just be like, whoop, and like extremely easily see the legal area where everything is covered.
Yeah. We had the ability. We just didn't use it.
Well, not that easily.
Yeah, certainly not
that quickly.
So easy and so clear.
You're just constantly be adjudicating, like, is this square in it? Is this square? And the way that it lays it out for you, it takes all that away.
So clear, especially those edges where it's boxy. Like the fact that you were able to pull people out of that square made all the difference. Because that 2d6 fire would have been brutal. You were the only one hit by it. And it was a good test, like guinea pig, because that let the rest of the party know if you end your turn in there, you're going to take 2d6 fire.
Actually, that's true.
Just insane. If you're looking for a last minute holiday gift, may I suggest checking out jointhenaish.com and trying out the old Glass Cannon Network subscribership. You can get 30 days for free, but maybe you've already done that and it's time to take the plunge. You can also give gift subscriptions. So to that special someone in your life you're trying to get in their pants, give them a gift. The gift of laughter.
Nothing more erotic than a Glass Cannon subscription.
That's right. It's very titillating.
Yeah.
We
like
will
9.5 weeks.
I mean, it's kind of,
It's the 9.5 weeks of our picture.
depending on the AP, though, it kind of is. If you listen to Strange Ions lately,
That's a lot of very graphic sexual content in some of our shows.
So I, by the time this airs, I don't know if it's come out yet, but we did a show recently. I don't know if it was the LA show or the Portland show, where we joked that the next poster for the show should just be an orgy of the characters. So Angeline, our artist, when they were making the poster for Philly, they were like, do you want to go with the original idea or not? I'm like, I don't remember what that was. But here's the idea. And they sent me a mock-up of the orgy. And I'm like,
see it.
And I said, let's go with my Philly poster idea, but keep working on this. I'll find a use for it. So get ready for a hot coffee mug coming out.
Oh my God.
It is sexy.
Okay.
I need a mug.
Yeah, you're all in bed.
T-shirt. I need a tote bag.
You're all in bed together.
I need a t-shirt, a blanket, a coffee mug.
It might be the sexiest thing ever made in this hobby.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have to put it on everything.
Oh my God.
Who's not going to buy this?
Angeline
It's the
is the
sriracha
best.
of art.
Yes. It goes on everything.
Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't
It's
think
hot. It goes on everything.
coffee mug would be great. Hot coffee. Well, man, sad up. But I love those moments. I love when the table can go there and you let it happen. You understand it happens and you just kind of let it sink in. You come back to the camp and even these smiling wolves, these tough sons of bitches, realize what has happened. And, if they lose one of their own, I'm sure they mourn in the same way. And maybe they weren't super respectful when you rolled up, but they are solemn now. And then poor Hubert Hedge, who has gone through his own personal tragedies, sees this and just thinks that you're cursed and says, I don't like this world. And he came from a horrible, horrible place. But everything he's seen since he's traveled with you has been arguably much worse. So I think we pick up sometime after that last moment, back at your little makeshift camp. Maybe the Smiling Wolves bring over some food, and they go to tally the food that they're giving you. And Matt's is like, Jorif, kind of waves them off. Like, this one's on the house. Small gesture, but one that you might be able to appreciate at some point. Might not even be hungry.
I'm still not eating that meat.
Right, Barnes has his own things going on.
I mean, and Barnes is also going to talk to Sakawachi. Say, you don't let them eat her.
I won't.
Don't let them eat her.
I won't.
Don't let them eat her. Whatever you do.
I can only imagine if your warrior friend perished out there. It leaves me with very little hope about my companions. I don't want to make it about me. I'm just concerned.
We're in a treacherous space. Lives are going to be lost. If we're going to go up against a god,
yeah,
all of us will surely fall.
I feel like I knew this going in. Obviously, trying to sacrifice the living god, there's going to be some crossfire, but yeah, I just don't feel prepared for this. Maybe I was the wrong person. Maybe they should have sent somebody else.
I think we all feel that way.
Whether or not they should or should not have. You're here now. You are the person. You don't have much choice, do you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to make this about me.
Just don't let them try to eat her.
Yeah,
and that'll be a first step.
I really don't think you have anything to worry about there. But what?
They come by with carving knives or something, or talk about embalming, preparing the body. You say no?
Well, let me ask you. Them eating her aside, what do you want to do?
Well, we still have to recover your friends. Continue with the mission. Maybe we could ask Mats if there's anyone that might join us to shore up the numbers.
Yeah, they seem reluctant to want to get involved, but maybe things have changed.
How does this tribe do funerals?
Well, we have our own traditions. I don't know what the Smiling Wolves do, but you should do whatever you think is best.
We'll say a few words. And we'll commit her to the flames. No, don't buckle.
He's seen life and death so many times. He's fine.
Caesar.
He's getting better. He's getting better. It's all right. It just burns a little bit.
It's not uncommon. My people give children drugs.
He's an adult in the Goblin Tale. He's an adult.
Can a new man I get some of that?
Yes, Brother Amius. Please. I think your words would be most welcome.
Probably not, Barnes. Probably not.
Stuff is cheap.
I know. What you had, the stuff that you gave me. Holy shit.
We'll talk.
That stuff is very good. This is how it started.
No, come on, man.
This is how it started for me. I never smoked before.
Brother Amius.
Sorry.
Perhaps about Asta.
But this is it, isn't it? It's the loss. It's so many. So close to us. So many lost. And
He's none left.
Oh, shit.
And I knew it took a massive hit.
And I began trying to find a way to forget the loss. I lost so many friends, family, really, in the fire. And the flayleaf, it helped. It helped me focus on the writings of the Keeper and not constantly feel as if I had been singled out and to suffer alone. And then it became a bit of a habit. But I find in times like these, it reminds me of that there is beauty in the world. He's looking at Zephyr. It's hard to see. The Keeper saw it. He wrote so eloquently about it. His very words are divine, Barnes. And I don't mean that as an opinion. That is literally the words that he wrote ascended him beyond mortality. He is a book. And the book is him. The book is God, as is he. And it is an understanding that there is so much more to life than just being alive. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it's hard to explain. Asta's sacrifice will reverberate far into the future. There are not many who can say that. But she can. We will none of us forget her. We will none of us forget Lucky or Talitha, the sacrifices they made on such a difficult journey. And you, Sakahachi, you are marked as we are. None of us chose this. None of us are trained for this. The first time our close friend Lucky fell, it was so similar, it's eerie. We had been attacked and tried desperately to fight out of it and defeated our enemy. And we could not save her in the end. It was mere seconds. But we kept moving forward. And we didn't even know why then. Now, we are starting to know why. Osoyo. This demon? God? What is it? I don't know, but your people saw it. Either awake or breaking free of its bonds. Your description, it is so vivid. I see it now. It is breaking free and we must stop it. And we need each other to do that. All of us.
We still don't even know our connection to it. There's still this big gap for all we know. Hubert's right, we are cursed, and we're the harbingers of Osoyo's destruction.
That is one way to look at it. But I set out on this mission. When Middleton sent me, I did not set out to save the world or your people. I set out to find my brother, who I knew was alive when they told me he was dead for years. I knew it. But now it's changed for me. I can feel it. I feel the difference. Now I am here for Asta. I am here for Lucky and Talitha, those who have made the sacrifice, though they may not have known it at the time, to stop this thing and seal it away.
I feel like we're here as part of some grand plan that we can't control and we don't fully understand. And we're somewhat powerless over, and I just don't know how to grapple with that and keep going confidently anymore.
I understand. It is. We are not strong enough.
Even our travels from Galarian the first time to Cashavel and back, I mean, we didn't even know about Osoyo then. We were just trying to get back to Riddleson. And every step we take, we're flung on a different direction. And it just feels like we're along for the ride, like we're tools, we're being used for something and we don't even know what it is. And what if we just say no?
And did you say that some walked through and never came back?
Well, yes, these very people, the Smiling Wolves, have allies, friends, that walked through and never came back. Bonds wouldn't have come back if we did not find him on Castrovel. Would have been stranded there.
Stranded in the jungle.
Probably mauled by a snail.
We don't need to talk about details.
I wonder if these others were sent to faraway planets, scattered about the universe. This is all part of some grand, not even Earth-shattering evil, but galaxy-shattering evil.
We cannot comprehend the full scale of what we are facing. That's not the I believe. I can agree with Brother Ramius that there is something greater at play that we do not understand, but we must fight and continue on for what we do. Those we care for. Those who have died in service of the greater good.
But perhaps it is easier for me. I spent so many years cloistered away, striving for this knowledge of the beyond. You get used to knowing that you know nothing. You get used to understanding how insignificant and incredible we all are, and how we can never know the gods' plans. For all we know, the opening of the gates and our being chosen to walk through them is not the great evil. It could be the only will of a god that is trying to help us. We just simply don't know. And you're not wrong, Zephyr. I guess I'm just a little more used to not knowing.
The way I see it, perhaps we are cursed. Perhaps we are being treated as tools. Perhaps, then again, we do have some great destiny and can do some good. We don't know, but we can make a decision. We can choose to act as though we can do some good, as though we are supposed to be here and we have this destiny. That is a choice we can make.
It's very wise, Buckles. Yes.
The flay leaf is working.
Yes. I like it. I see why you do it. It makes the voice so much quieter. I can barely hear it at all now. I like it.
And like Ramius, there's like a fleeting thought that's like, ugh, like this is the same thing that happened to me. I can't believe I would start pushing him down this like road to addiction. But he's also just like, who am I to say like what tortures he's going through internally that I don't know about with this thing, this being inside of him. If this gives him some relief, who am I to say that he shouldn't use it? You know, I do.
You would know that flayleaf is a gateway drug.
Yeah. Well, Brother Ramius dabbled in a little shiver
Oh, forgot about that.
But other than that,
Forgot about the shiver times.
He hasn't gone like to Galarian heroin yet.
That was the other thing that you lost when Talitha's body was abandoned. Was
All that shiver.
I mean, that was the worst part of her death. That's really what he was saying when he said the loss of Talitha.
Right,
the great loss that we've suffered.
The loss of
The loss of like 5 dime bags of shiver.
All the drugs that she had on her body.
I'll never forget that loss.
I know why the snail lost that fight. Ate up all the shiver and then saw the dragon was like, what the fuck?
I think as you're sitting here and speaking about everything that you're going through and trying to suss out your emotions, not only for Asta's death and the death of your former allies, but trying to think about the grand design here and your shared experiences, especially with these newcomers in Sakawachi and Anuma. You see someone on the fringes kind of lingering near your circle. I think that maybe Ramius, you're the first one to be like, oh God, is it Father?
See a shadow looking over his shoulder. Paranoid now.
Yeah.
Barnes draws his kukri.
Does he have a worm? Does he have a worm on him?
But we're not doing a ritual.
It's bath.
We're just talking.
Bath time.
God, he said bath time?
That's all he said?
All he said was bath time?
Kill him. Kill him.
I mean, I am given, like, definitely a little leeway here. Because that was a pretty fucked up story. Obviously, he is suffering some mental illness from his time chained to a wall. So I'm not gonna go too far down the kill him road yet. But
Maybe just
that doesn't mean that I don't need that I want him around.
You don't want him around necessarily.
Mourning our dead.
After Father announces his bath time, it slinks away.
God, it just gets me so hard when you hear Francis' squeal in the background. His wheeze of laughter.
After Father announces his bath time, you realize that wasn't the only sort of presence that you felt skulking about. I mean, give me a perception check. And give yourself a -2. You're high.
You're high.
Natural 1. I'm high.
You're back on Casterville.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Okay.
26.
11. I'm at like Laser Floyd right now.
Yeah.
I think Zephyr and Buggles are just sitting together going,
Yes.
We're still lightweights.
Yeah.
You see a shadow that's kind of like maybe eavesdropping, but it looks like a child from your perspective. You can't really see. It's like standing sort of behind your tents there, but you definitely know that someone is eavesdropping.
You there. If you're going to listen, you might as well come into the light.
Hello?
You see her sort of like point to herself and then point to you guys?
Yes.
Yes, you. Who are you?
Come closer.
She kind of, you see, it does look like a child. It's a very short person walking up, and then in the light, you see it's not a child, but a gnomish woman. And she has curly blonde hair, and they're in 2 braids at her side. She's got like a handkerchief tied around her head, and she's wearing clothing that looks like what the Smiling Wolves are wearing. I don't know if you described like their clothing.
Yeah, like, hunter clothes.
Yeah.
Furs.
Yeah, it's
Armor
cold.
and stuff, yeah.
We
Armor.
didn't see her ever in the background of the camp when we got here.
Maybe, she's pretty short.
All right, so she's like, maybe didn't see her, or maybe we did see her.
Maybe you didn't see her. She's pretty short. Like
So
maybe.
she seems like she's a smiling wolf.
Yeah. Howdy. Sorry, I didn't mean to be creeping. The name's...
Of all of the first reactions to any new NPC on the entire history of the network, I don't think there was a greater one than what just happened.
I'll tell you what, Sid, you're batting 1,000 every time.
I love gnomes. Zephyr is high, and her friend again just died.
She like ran up to shake Zephyr's hand and then like kind of stopped, reading the body language.
It's quite all right. Come, join our fire.
Is there any more of the flayleaf left?
Is there a friend with you? Are you alone?
Oh no, it's just me.
Are you with him? He points to Father walking
Oh
away.
God, no, don't look at him. Don't look him in the eyes. Everybody, don't look him in the eyes.
He's under
we
a tree and he's bathing in the nude like it was a shower, but there's no water.
Oh, God.
Just rubbing dirt and grass onto his nude body.
He said bath time.
Oh yeah, don't. He's gonna do bath time for about an hour. He's gonna do bath time for about an hour. There's no bath. He don't use no water, so it's not really bath time. He's got his worm with him. That guy's weird.
You are a smiling wolf.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
What is your name?
Sorry, I've been so dang rude. My name's Gick Muck.
Gick.
Gick, last name Muck. Gick Muck. What's your name?
I'm Buggles, man.
Oh my gosh, pleasure to meet you, Bogus. Small folk like me don't see much of you around here.
It's nice you were like the same size.
Wait, stand up.
Yeah, look.
Wait, who's taller? And she turns back to back with Buggles.
Everyone, look.
Who's taller?
Who's taller?
Buggles might be like a little taller.
No, it's Gick.
Yeah?
It's so
Really?
close.
Wait, the fire's flickering. Give it a minute.
Stand still.
I don't know, your hair's really big.
Wait, let me take off my boots. Wait, let me take off my boots. I don't want to cheat. She takes off her boots. Okay, now who's taller?
Is it possible that they're the exact same height?
You might be the exact same height.
Wow. I don't think I've ever met nobody that's the same height as me.
I haven't either. Not since I left home.
You're a cool little guy.
Oh, thanks and all.
Buggles. That's a cool name.
I like Gick Muck. It's fun to say.
So's Buggles. Never met nobody named Buggles.
I never met anyone named Gick Muck, that's for certain.
You got a funny accent, too.
Yeah, it's always something like that. It's the craziest thing.
You guys are kind of a silly bunch. I thought something bad happened when y'all walked back into camp. You all seem so sad, but you guys are laughing, giggling around the fire and whatnot.
Well, unfortunately, we just we just lost a friend. It's very sad, but you're making me laugh. It's quite funny.
She was hideously vivisected by some sort of smoke cat fire creature. Thanks but it's great. It's good to laugh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. We needed a laugh. You're a very bright person here in the wilderness with these treasure hunters. Are you a treasure hunter yourself?
Yeah, no, not really.
Oh, how
You don't seem like them, the ones that we've met. You're dressed like them, but apart from that.
Yeah, just kind of joined them because it was the thing to do, and, bards got to eat. So if they got...
A what?
You're a bard.
Yeah.
What is
storyteller?
What is your speciality?
Oh, let's see. Used to be miming. That's what got me through school.
Miming?
Yeah.
Great for a podcast.
Used to
Thankfully, you moved on from that.
Good choice.
be. Figured it wouldn't do too well in these parts.
What is the style of your performance now?
Oh, now I play the lute. And I mostly write songs, kind of about anything. Honestly, a lot of songs about death, to be honest, around these parts. Lately, stuff has been kind of messed up, just like kind of all bad.
Well, we certainly can relate to that.
I want to hear a death song.
Yes, I'd love to hear.
Zephyr
a
looks at you with
song.
like bloodshot eyes.
Oh God,
My favorite songs are
you
about
all
death.
have like bloodshot eyes. Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Okay. Whoa, I'll think about. I wrote one like a week ago, and she takes her lute, she slings it off her back, she like brushes her curly hair out of her face, and she begins to pluck her lute. And it's very simple. Like she's not like jamming out or anything. It's just sort of like plucking simple notes up and down. Sad to see you go when you have to, but I will always know that I loved you. I loved you. I always do. And she plays this sort of somber melody that just kind of carries, and the camp is quiet. And maybe some people even know that she's playing when they hear her. So a few people pop out, some of the Smiling Wolves, and they kind of stand, and they know who's the song is about. It was about somebody from this group who died, like 2 weeks ago. And she wrote it for their husband, for their partner, to sing at the funeral, to be like from a gift from him. So she plays this song. Whew.
Oh, wow. A single tear is just streaking down Barnes's face.
Sad songs are the keys that unlock our tears from eye jail.
I feel like it's like feeling
said,
bad,
Buggles.
but like in a controlled way, and it's like it feels good. Like I want to listen to it to feel sadder. Like it feels good.
You are beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of
Unbelievable.
That was a
Talented.
very beautiful song.
I don't only write sad songs. I do battle music too and stuff. And she kind of looks around, and some of the Smiling Wolves have like gone back into their tents, and she. Can I ask you guys something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I overheard Matt's when he talked to y'all at camp, but I didn't want to come up to y'all. Y'all have marks on you, right? Like tattoos, but you didn't get none?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, the mark.
He does
yes.
as well, yeah.
My grandmother gave it to me.
So you did get a tattoo then?
Yeah, but she kind of branded me. We're different.
Okay. But y'all didn't do it to yourselves?
No.
No.
We stepped through the
We don't know how we got them.
And again, it was my grandmother.
Not so much worried about you.
She gave it to me.
Did y'all said you stepped through what did you just say?
Ayudara.
Ayudara.
I didn't. My grandmother.
He's different.
Okay. Oh, is that like a big door? Did y'all step through like a big door that glowed? And
Kind of
the elf gate.
an archway.
Big
But not like a giant one in the front of a city, a smaller one.
I just left my town.
Who's your grandma?
Came because my grandma. That cheap weed is making me feel horrible.
All right, well.
It's my grandmother.
It's funny, this is kind of exactly the... I'm not going to go into it.
It's my grandmother.
It's exactly what a high person does. Just one person in the group.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
My grandmother.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Yes, of
And
course.
she kind of pulls her shirt down, and she has the mark on her bicep.
Right where a sweet tat would
Right
go.
where a sweet tat would go.
Oh no.
Did my grandmother do that?
No, I don't know your grandma.
Sakwachi, take a nap.
I'm very tired.
No,
Did you pass through?
Go eat some of the human meat.
Okay.
yeah, keep your voice
Did you
down.
pass through a gate?
I
Went through a gate too.
I went through a gate.
Where were you? Where did you come from? Where did you go?
I never told you my name, did I?
Yeah.
My middle name.
Mark.
My middle name's kind of a joke. That's just a joke. That's just a joke for my friends. I like that guy.
Can you sing that song?
Like maybe later.
Asta's corpse is 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, so her piece of...
I kick it.
We all, for some reason, respect it.
I walked through a gate with some other Smiling Wolves, and when we found one together, and
Oh, yes, Matt's told us of you.
Oh.
yeah, but they didn't come back. But I did. But he doesn't know
He
that
doesn't
I
know you ever walked through.
No, and he can't know.
Oh,
Why?
He wouldn't trust me.
you're one of the ones that saw the others walk through. But you actually did pass through. You saw something. You saw something in the gate that drew you in. Yes. You are like us.
You saw something too?
Yes.
We call ourselves Gatewalkers.
Do we call ourselves that?
Well, it makes it clearer, people.
Yeah.
It makes it easy.
Are y'all?
Maybe
are
our
you-
band or something.
Are y'all bards?
No.
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 So I wish.
I sing a bit.
I'm a teacher.
I'm a monk.
Oh,
I'm a monk.
huh.
Different monks.
Different monk.
Huh. So y'all didn't see like a big clapping audience went at the gate and they're cheering you on and they want you to come to stage dive?
No, but we have found that the
Is that what you saw?
gate is showing you something you greatly desire.
Huh.
And that seems to be a common theme.
Huh. greatly desire. Play concerts? Huh, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm gonna have to think on that one. So, y'all saw stuff, y'all went through the gate?
There is a man, a human. His name is Dr. Wilson. He made it his mission to gather those like you who stepped through, returned, but were unsure of how or where they went.
And he knows why?
No, he sent us to find the answer to that question. And so we are amidst this journey right now. This is incredible.
This is incredible, because to be honest, I'm not one for treasure hunting. I'm not too good at it, and I think they're getting pretty tired of me. I was afraid they were going to leave me at Brevoy, but now I'm here, and I was afraid they wouldn't take me back on the boat. But if I join y'all...
Wait.
It's getting hot.
Sorry. Join us.
Yeah, I could come with you. I could play songs for you. I could record all the information you find.
I'm sorry.
I'm dying right now.
Are you all right?
Zephyr.
It's getting hot here.
Zephyr,
Have some water. Here, have
Are
some
you
water.
okay?
just take a
I think
deep
I need
breath.
to
Do you
go.
need water from
I think I
my...
need to go.
Zephyr, you're fine.
Gonna go
You're
over
with
there.
friends.
No, and she gets up and walks away. She's stumbling.
She sick?
She has had a bad reaction to the flay leaf we just smoked.
Oh,
Smoke?
y'all token? Yeah, I did it in my youth. Kind of over it now. I'm on to bigger and better stuff. Y'all heard of Shiver? That stuff's crazy.
Do you have any shiver?
the radius.
No, staying on point.
What do you?
Staying on point. We
No, I'm all out.
we just we are quite. It is the city is. Something strange has happened here. It is difficult to navigate and clearly infested by some terrible creatures, monsters that appear from nowhere. And there is this, as you know, the Obsidian Oath, these raiders that have been harrowing the area. We seek to defeat them too. And so
they suck.
I'm sorry, we cannot take you with us. We need a warrior. We need someone that would be relevant at all.
You ain't seen me. You ain't seen me do
In this
nothing.
adventure path.
We would never want a song singer as wonderful as yourself to be put in harm's way in an actual fight.
You think you can outfight me?
No, I'm just there to help these three. They are the fighters.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, but you're a badass motherfucker.
Zephyr's dry heaving by herself, 10 feet away.
Yeah, listen, I don't mean to be crass, but you got a sick girl, a dead girl, a child, a teacher, and you're looking for anybody, and when I offer my help, you turn me away and give me the coldest
I
shoulder?
only look out for your protection. Sorry, I'm just going to real quick. And he stands up, walks over to Zephyr. He's Zephyr. It's just
again.
a little paranoia.
No, it happens every time someone dies and someone comes and I'm a Gatewalker too, and she's cursed. Does she know she's cursed?
Just the anxiety. It's just an
It's
anxiety.
anxiety.
It's just an attack. You'll breathe. Breathe. I know. She's odd. She is going to die. I know. In fact, she may kill us all.
The actual response during it when Susan said I want to play a bard was his eyebrows went up really high. And he said something to the effect of I'm fine with it. But I don't know. I want to see what happens when you tell O'Brien.
But I could not think of anything more we need in this moment than this young gnome.
Are you serious?
Did you hear that song? It was beautiful.
Sure. I don't know. I feel okay.
Imagine hearing that song during a war.
We will never take her with us into a fight. We will never risk her life by bringing her along into some sort of combat.
Yeah, let's make a new friend so we can throw them to the wolves
No.
or the cats or the foxes.
We would only bring someone that had a sword and a shield. Thick armor.
Meanwhile, Barnes is talking to Gick. And
I can't deal with
don't
people.
listen to Brother Amius. He's very
I
suspicious
can't
of
deal with these
newcomers.
people finding us.
We would love to have you.
I've been turned away from lots of places and lots of people. I'm not one to give up so easily. And she stands up on a chair and she gets another instrument out and then she just waves her hand in the air and suddenly she casts musical accompaniment, which is a cantrip, which creates an orchestral music that surrounds me, the volume of 4 people shouting. So you just hear louder music and you hear bum 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 and it's like to evoke certain emotion. So she's trying to like intimidate everybody into knowing that like she can fuck some shit up. She can be tough.
By playing loud music?
Yeah, she's playing rock music.
Well, I was telling you.
What do we call that,
Classical rock?
So I was telling you, and I think I said, did I say it on Legacy? I was telling you that I am reading Vagabond, and you said you got it for your. So this is a Bernard Cornwell novel. Vagabond takes place in the 1300s, historical fiction novel. Well, there's a battle in there between the Scots and the English after the events of Braveheart, the movie. It's like some 20 years later or something. It's an actual battle, but you're following some fictional characters. But they go into great detail.
It's David II?
David the Bruce. His son, Robert the Bruce's son, David the Bruce. And so it is like they go into great detail on the Scottish drummers. And how they're like incessant and they drive the Scots into like a frenzy, and how the English are just like, God, those goddamn drums. And they just like, they keep going. And it really starts to like get in their head. And like, some of the leaders are like, would you just shut the fuck up? Like, and it gets them all off base, you know? So yeah, I mean, there's obviously history for that.
There's
like,
some, like,
it's a driving force, that melody.
The bard spells are funny because it's literally, some of it is like, you are so fucking annoying that this other person is driven insane because you won't stop singing.
Well, you know, the other book, who's read World War Z? Has anyone read World War Z?
I read it World War Z years ago, but
because there's a scene where they're like making like a first sort of organized stand against like the hordes of zombies. And so they have this whole plan and like stand in a square, and they have like all this like, this logistical like support and everything. And they stand there like just firing like over their shoulders at like wave after wave of zombies in the Arizona desert. And they keep playing Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Like they're playing the Trooper like the whole time. And it's just like, yeah, like everybody's getting fucked up, pumped up. And it was just like, that's one of the reasons that we won that day was because of that music.
Yeah.
So
it'd certainly be a driving force.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bust balls. This goes back to Blood of the Wild too. Like we had a whole like hilarious bant about bards, and like everybody loves, everybody wants to play them and they suck. It's just very funny. but I'll tell you what.
But your Legacy of the Ancients, great. So.
Yeah. Legacy of the Ancients, Kate brought in a bard.
I played the best
made us so powerful. It was insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Can I make an intimidation check?
Sure.
This is kind of for fun.
Against my will
all
DC.
your will DCs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus,
So compared to
really?
your
I have a
will
high
DC.
will DC, dude. Better bring it.
Okay. 17?
Just under.
Not
Right.
intimidated.
I was going to say, if you did it, I think Zephyr has a panic attack because you're making her feel intimidated and she doesn't want to, but you didn't.
Okay.
So.
She rolled a 17. So whether or not you feel intimidated, she plays this music though, hoping to evoke emotion.
That's really cool.
If only you hadn't rolled.
I mean, I don't have to. I could just evoke emotion, but it says to provide a bonus to deception, diplomacy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the roll.
Maybe you hear a slow clap as you finish your second thing. Just kind of a...
She knows that clap. Puts her instruments down. She peeks over her shoulder.
You see a little hedgehog.
Oh.
Maybe you don't know this clap.
Oh.
Oh, so we're having a party. Playing music and celebrating. How nice. That's what we do now when we lose people. We sing songs and do your smoke drugs.
Who's this little guy?
This is Hubert. Hubert, we are celebrating the life of Asta.
Who are you?
Well, howdy, little fella. My name's Gig Muck. Hubert, nice to meet you.
Mr. Hedge.
Mr. Hedge, sorry.
Hubert, don't be rude.
Who is she?
She's a smiling wolf. She simply came over to offer us a reprieve.
No, I understand.
You're no wolf.
Excuse me?
We don't have a wolf anymore. He turns away, walks off.
Well, as you know,
She was a fox.
people grieve in different ways.
No,
Hubert has taken the death of our companion very, very hard.
Believe me.
Friend of us.
I understand. There's been a lot of deaths surrounding me and mine, so Take your time. Just wanted to put it out there that if you need somebody, I'm here, but I'll be shipping out when they do, so.
Who are we to stand in your way if you want to die with us? I say if you want to go out in a blaze of glory with us, or less glory, maybe just pain and suffering and to the whims of fate, hey, come on, let's go. We'll go out tomorrow.
That's the spirit.
Yes.
I'm afraid we can't offer you answers to what happened to you, as we have not found them ourselves yet, but we are trying.
We have gotten information, though.
Yes, we are getting closer. If you wish to accompany us, Zephyr is curt, but not wrong. This is deadly. You take your life in your hands, but it is your choice.
No, I understand. I like people who say it like it is. I respect that. And if I'm being honest with y'all, I haven't felt normal since I came back from whatever I did or didn't do in the Ayadars. So the fact that y'all found each other, I'd rather be with you than with the wolves. Don't really feel like a part of that anymore.
Well, all right then.
She seems more like one of us than one of them.
He looks over at the, fur-clad sort of treasure hunter, all tough crew. I think you're right, Buggles.
Tabulating our expenses.
You are. You're right about a lot of things, Buggles. Buggles, right before you came up, said something rather important, I feel. Gives kind of a side glance at Zephyr for a moment, then looks down. Yes. We all have to make a choice. We don't know what lies ahead, but we know that there is great danger there. And we could try to stop it, or we choose to walk away. There is no right or wrong choice. I'd like to choose to continue down this path and seal this soil away forever. What do you say, Barnes?
For me, there is no choice. The fate of the world, the fate of this beautiful, beautiful place we all live, the beautiful, terrible place, is at stake. We must do everything we can. I'm with you.
Bad fucking teacher, Barnes.
Wait, a bad teacher?
Badass teacher, sorry.
Bad in a good way.
Bad teacher Bonds.
Bad teacher. Like bad.
Well, the kids say bad.
Michael Jackson bad.
Buggles?
I've always wanted to see the crown of the world. I want her to come with us.
Who are you referring to?
Her. Them.
Me!
Her.
You're looking right at me.
New
I was
girl?
looking at her.
Gick Muck.
Gick Mark.
Ms. Muck.
You can call me Gick. Or Gigi.
Gigi.
Gigi, if we survive long enough that we part ways with the wolves, we will be heading to the frozen north.
Ooh, cold.
Via
It's all right with you?
Via the Scar. What's it called?
Sarkoris.
Sarkoris Scar.
Oh, I've never seen that. I've always wanted to. Heard crazy stuff about it up there. Yeah, actually, if I could get anywhere far away from Father, that would be super duper cool.
That's another benefit.
Yes, that is worth dying for.
You see him ambling by, naked in the background. Renata, so.
No.
Everything he says is creepier.
It's just how?
It's just like 3 words.
does he
Like it's
always
worse
get
than the
another
last time.
Oh my god.
Shakes father off and looks back. Zephyr.
I'm unfortunately going wherever you guys go.
Zephyr, you're the best.
We need to get some rest. As difficult as that might be, we have as we saw today, a fierce and terrible journey before us.
Yes,
We have Sakawashi's companions to find.
First, let us commit Asta to the heavens.
Yes.
Let us send her to meet the keeper, or whoever it is she desires to meet. On the other side.
First, remove her weapons.
Yes.
And her gear.
That rune.
And the baubles.
Please.
+1 breastplate. Take that off.
Do you have a +1 breastplate?
Really?
Hey, you want it?
Yep.
I'm taking that.
The amount of stuff you made up.
That's a
No, we got that. We got that by
We
the
got that.
Drake, the dragon on the
You guys
planet.
should pick her body clean during this quick break.
No mercy.
We're back. Who took the +1 breastplate?
I did.
You're probably the only one that can wear it, right?
I'm wearing a breastplate right now.
Medium,
don't wear
medium
armor.
armor.
Yeah.
You wear medium.
I'm wearing a breastplate right now.
Next
Now you're wearing a +1.
I'm wearing a plus
yeah,
one.
+1 Zoni. And you got that
wearing
rune.
Asta's armor.
In her honor.
blood
Her
stained
honor.
on
In her honor.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's very cool. Remember that.
I don't even clean the clean the
Oh.
blood or the gouges. I don't repair the gouges.
Her katana is there, and her scimitar. I don't know if anybody can wield the katana or
It's a
anything.
rune, though, right?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
rune.
we'll keep them for the
Two,
friends.
actually. A +1 rune and a striking rune.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Okay,
taking.
you
the
can work
striking
that.
one.
Work that shit. All right, so walk me
vote.
through Asta's. Are we doing this tonight?
Yeah, I don't want to let the body sit out overnight.
Yeah.
They might eat her.
I have room on my belt.
There you go, man.
My belt can just become the graveyard of our friends.
Maybe Barnes would know any lore about Kitsune and their like funeral practices.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That's a
It's
good
tradition
I can
to
make
climb to the
I can roll
top
for
of the
it.
tallest tree and hurl the body.
I rolled a natural 20.
So do you know, Sydney?
Okay, so there is this such thing as called like the Fox's Wedding, which is a thing in the Kitsune world, which we would have learned about if we knew more about her background. I don't know if there's like a funeral, but I think like maybe it's sort of you put her on a pyre that you then march through an area, like it's very like showing off the body. You march it like
Parade
through camp,
the remains.
and then I would say cremation, and then maybe a paper lantern.
Put her on a bed of spaghetti and douse her in sauce.
I'm down for everything.
Barnes is like, I actually have
As
notes
is
on this
tradition.
exact subject. And he flips in his notes. And he's like, yes, Sakawashi.
Grandmother.
You got any of the good shit?
No, I'm done. That stuff was horrible. I feel awful.
No,
What do you want to know? What?
You have any of your good shit?
Yeah. But during the funeral?
Yeah.
Here, I'm done.
It's in my notes.
You can try some.
Brother Amius, fire him up. And Barnes goes down, starts like arranging a funeral pyre, and he like fashioning paper lanterns together. He deputizes everyone to get involved, and even Hubert can get involved, and it makes this whole thing. And he talks to Mats to arrange special permission to do this procession the way he has in his notes. And we commit Asta to
So we'll do this like parade through the camp.
And Barnes is also a follower of Pharasma too, so he also will inject a little Pharasma flavor into her. She's carried to the boneyard, and may her journey be speedy. The Lady of Graves care for you on your way.
Bit of a fanfare for the Smiling Wolves. Maybe they're not too into it, but they're not rude about it. But you do notice as you're walking by, Mats seems to be eyeing Gick while also looking at you and wondering what's going on here. You would know, Gick, that once you join a mercenary company, you join for life. And so, might not be as easy as you think to get out of your duty to the company, not without giving something. You burn the body of Asta. Light the pyre.
Brother Amius will read a passage from the keeper.
We'll get super high.
I think he's not going to get any more high tonight. He's good. Send her on her way.
Thank her.
And thank her, of course. And ask the keeper to guide her to the halls of Nirvana.
Flames lick higher.
into the sky until we just sort of pan upwards into the stars. You look down at the body of Asta burning in the fire. Her corpse looking up at the stars just as she did in her dream. We fade out. It's the next morning. That pyre is just ash now. Maybe Zephyr is collecting the remains, adding it to your collection, keeping your friends close. What's your plan here?
Back to the market.
Back to the market.
Back to the market.
Gick would like to tell Mats.
You come over and Mats is just like sharpening that gigantic sword on a whetstone.
Guts.
Shing. Gatsu!
Gatsu.
Gatsu. Shing.
Hey there, Captain.
Shing.
Hi, Gick.
Howdy doody.
So you were getting friendly with the newcomers?
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Well, except that one of theirs died, so I was just going over to sing a hymn, you know.
It's a tragedy when one of your member dies.
We would know something about that.
Sadly, yes. What can I do for you?
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna head out with them to go search for, and she says the name, oh God, what was his name?
We know you're talking.
Hasoy or whatever.
Hasoy. I'm gonna go with them to search for Hasoy, hoping we can find him.
You are? Who gave you permission?
Well, I guess I was coming here asking more than telling.
I see.
I think it'd be good to keep an eye on them.
Oh, you do? I think I made it pretty clear to them that they were working on their own and that we had struck a bargain with them. They help us. We help them.
Yeah, but they lost one of theirs, Mats.
Yes, it's a terrible tragedy.
That's not a fair bargain anymore, and you know that.
That doesn't seem to be our problem. The Smiling Wolves, I mean. You are a Smiling Wolf, aren't you? You swore an oath to the company.
You see me wearing your colors. You know that I am.
What's your tone, Gick?
I've never done nothing but what you've asked from me. And if I want to go out on a walk, I don't see why I can't.
Looks over at the pyre where Asta laid. It's dangerous out there. Would be a shame if they come back bearing you in their arms. Then I'd be down a member.
I can watch out for myself. If things get hairy, I'll head back. I know the way.
All right. Go. Keep an eye out. We'll be here, waiting for your return.
Sounds good, Captain. See you when I get back.
Just watches you.
She's gonna stiffly walk away from that one. Down, and then as soon as she turns a corner, sprints.
Where are you going?
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Hedge. Mr. Hedge. Headed out to, the group?
Which group?
Your group? Your friends?
Oh. So you're one of the group now?
No, I was just saying I'm heading out
Nobody told me. How nice. It's just a bit of a revolving door with them.
What do you mean?
Oh, they didn't tell you. People that, spend time with them aren't long for this world. But, you look tough, what with your guitar. Sure you'll do just fine. Yeah, good for you. They're quite battle-ready. Always win their fights handily. Sure a singer will be the icing on the cake for them.
When did Hubert Hedge learn how to read like this? I thought he couldn't read.
He knows what
He's
it
reading
is.
us to filth right now.
Your turn.
I will take that as a lingering grief and guilt you're feeling, and I won't take it personally. I do hope that you're all right, little hedgehog man.
Mr. Hedge.
Mr. Hedgehog Man. Can I pass?
It's free country.
You remind me of somebody. Excuse me. She sneaks by and looks back at him, weirded out by this hedgehog. Everyone else has been kind of weird, but he's been like really weird.
He just watches you, just like Matt.
And she walks slowly, and then as soon as she turns another corner, sprint.
You bump into father.
Sorry, father, I can't touch right now. I mean, talk right now. Bye.
Want to help me make biscuits?
It's just nuts, like Hubert turning a corner like this. This plush, soft face is going, it's Mr. Hedge. Like,
Hedge. Mr. Hedge now.
It's a free country.
Hubert's like holding his hat, just not even wearing it anymore.
Heel turn.
His turn. Hedge turn.
Hedge turn. So you're heading out. You wait for nightfall again?
Yeah. We need all the help we can get.
Wait for nightfall again. And Ramius will lead the way out following the stars. I think we learned something last time. Dr. Barnes. Does anyone call you Dr. Barnes?
I'm not a doctor.
You're not a doctor?
No.
Are you, how did you become a teacher exactly?
My vast experience in the field.
Ah, so you're not an academic?
No, I am an academic.
Ooh.
But I don't participate in academia in the way you're suggesting.
Interesting.
Not for lack of trying. They just, I'm looked down upon.
Oh, sorry I'm late. Your little hedgehog friend held me up.
Hubert held you up?
Yeah.
How did he do that?
I don't know. He's
just
being...
keep walking past him.
No, he was being real aggressive. He kept putting his arms out.
Is he trying to, like, sleep with you?
What?
Was he trying to sleep with you?
He does that.
He's pretty.
No.
He's very aggressive.
No, he was.
Got a high libido.
Not usually to
thank God.
like living things, though.
I'm so sorry. Thank God.
No, he was just saying that you guys have lost a lot of members. He was trying to tell me that I shouldn't go with y'all. I thought maybe you put him up to it and didn't want me to come.
Oh, no. I would say that to your face.
Well,
and
you
I
did. You all said that last night, actually. Now I remember.
Yes, we named them specifically.
Yep.
I think Hubert might be a bit angry with us for what happened to his friend, Asta. But we agree that coming with us is very dangerous. But if you're willing, we are leaving now. We're following the stars. And this time, we're going to find the right way to the market.
You coming too?
Who are you talking to?
Sakawachi?
Oh.
Can we talk to Sakawachi now?
Sakawachi here?
No, Anuma and I both agreed that I wouldn't be much help, and I should stay here. But I appreciate your help, and you seem really nice. Thank you for joining this group. Well, I look forward to getting to know you.
You seem cool. Hey, can I ask a favor of you?
Me?
Both of you.
Sure.
If you hear Matt say anything weird about me, could you just let me know when I get back?
Weird like what?
Just like, oh, God. Oh, I'm so mad. Just like, oh, I'll kill her. Or like, oh,
what?
I would push her under the ice, hold her under the ice and watch her face, the life leave her face under the ice.
If we hear that exact sentence, I'll let you.
Something along the lines, or bear trap her legs,
Dick, are you here by your own free will?
It's not to know you're leaving.
Yeah. Yep.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Deception.
Sydney.
Deception.
Jesus,
Deception.
Sydney.
17.
14.
Damn it. 18.
Or no, 17.
18. All right, so anybody beat 18?
No.
Yeah, 28.
All right, so you decide what you want to do with it, but you know that she's holding back information.
She's not going to say anything. So, oh, whatever. She's just going to die anyway. And we'll start walking. She's literally like a pub singer. And she's going to go fight a cloud cat?
Bring some Busker along with us.
It doesn't make any sense.
Just
Ramius,
humming as we leave.
You were just a simple monk who can now shoot laser beams out of your hands.
Those thoughts were in my head. Get out of my head, teacher. He's going to roll survival.
Okay.
There we go. 24.
24.
Following the stars this time. Here's a clear night. A cool night.
Trying not to be distracted by what your eyes see in front of you. You focus on the stars. Those of you who aren't looking up cannot understand where Ramius is leading you. It doesn't make any sense. It seems like you're going constantly backwards or in a circle. Yet somehow, some way, you see a market square in the distance. There are cobblestone streets connecting to this like open air market from every cardinal direction. You can come from the south, the north, the east, and the west. It looks like in the center of the market square is a tall building, one story, with a wooden door. There are empty tents and carts. Like maybe they used to be like like storefronts or like little shopkeepers, like lining around the corners. You see what looks like a small stone fountain with some things around it, more cloth, and there is this like low moaning sound coming from the northeastern corner. You're away from all of this, but you hear this like
You hear that, Barnes?
I hear it.
It's like a moaning.
Is that somebody you're looking for? Maybe they're hurt.
Maybe.
Kukri out.
Carefully.
you could come from any direction here because you're far enough away that you've kind of cased the square. You can come from the north, you can come from the south, east, or the west. That sound is coming from the northeast.
Let's circle around.
Yeah.
To the north.
Great idea.
Let's try to come from that side and not cross the square before getting to it.
Everyone be ready.
We'll go around to the north. The north side, towards the east side of it, and try to close on the sound from outside the market square. If we are able.
So you want to come from the north?
From the north.
Okay.
A hard time seeing.
Have you rested enough to remove the wounded condition?
Yeah, you just have to treat wounds.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm good on wounded. I mean, we rested overnight, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you come in from the north. You see that building kind of is right in the middle, and it presents there's a perimeter around it. But if you take a left, you can go towards that sound, which is now a little bit louder.
We kind of like flatten ourselves against the building, maybe.
Yeah.
Go.
Shimmy over.
Shimmy over.
You shimmy over. There's a sign coming out of this building that says Celestia's Place. It's like coming out from the awning of this storefront. A very decorative hand. There's a window. It's very dark, but it looks like there's like dummies in there. Naked dummies. Maybe it was some sort of clothing store.
Oh, God. All right, marching orders.
The moaning is coming from inside.
It seems to be coming from
Inside the house.
from inside that building. Yeah.
Building.
I'll go in front.
I'm gonna go invisible.
I'm gonna go last.
Yeah, I'll go with.
Right.
I'll follow you.
And I'll be right behind Barnes and Zephyr.
Okay. Who goes to the door?
Zephyr will.
Here, I'll open the door for you, and then you go first.
And I'm going
Strike
to cast guidance on Zephyr.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. It's till the start of your next turn. I thought it was 1 minute. That was 1E. All right, never mind.
And I will open the door.
Open the door. It's not locked. You open the door. And there are these naked dress dummies standing there. Most of them headless, some with heads. Unspooled bolts are all that sort of remain of this once popular textile emporium. Now that you open the door, the moans are much louder, coming from somewhere in the back of the room. It's pitch dark in here.
I'm going to cast light. If you're saying we can't see, I'm going to cast light.
Cast light.
So Ramius is going to put a globe of light, like farther away from us in the middle of the room, just like on one of those. Actually, you can just cast like a globe of light. So he's just going to up by the ceiling, up in the distance where the moaning's coming from. How about a little more light?
Camera shot from outside. We just see the storefront light up on the inside. Barnes, you and Zephyr walk in the direction of that sound and slowly come around this bookcase. Are all of you inside now, or are some of you still outside?
I think I'm last, but I'm going to come in if I can.
Okay. Come around here. Give me a perception check. Gick.
Okay.
Oh, never like when the person in the back gets called for the perception check.
18.
18. Turn the corner, and you see a woman dressed in furs, like shaking. Her skin is almost like green with sickness. It's just like, oh. She's like got a little bit of foam coming out of the side of her mouth. She's dressed exactly the way that Sakawachi and Enuma are dressed. She's like, help me. And you hear a crunch of gravel somewhere behind you. And we'll see you next week.
Oh, coming in from the outside, dude. This is a horror movie scene. Oh my God, the new bard in the front line. I can't wait.
Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted.
Fucking wait. God, that's going to be amazing.
I love the idea of this light coming on in the store.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so cool. A very eerie, like, but Christmassy vibe.
Yeah.
Right? Like, outside a storefront. Lights come on.
Marley and Son.